but I wanted to talk about fear and shame today, something that's really been coming up. A lot of things have been coming up since a couple weeks ago. I got triggered in a church service about some of the verbiage, and I was like, "What is going on?" Did not vibe with me at all, and really started to dive deeper into what is this feeling I'm feeling? It's like, and it's shame. And it's something that was ingrained in me so young by these ideals that whether it be just the messages I received from family, from society, and I feel like probably instilled by the church that we are needing to be asked of forgiveness, and we should be begging for mercy and all of these things, when in fact this is just part of the human experience. Our mistakes are exactly that, part of the human experience. So, to kind of stay on theme with that topic and diving a little bit deeper into this notion of shame. And for me, the reason I bring up fear and shame is when I tune into what that feeling is, when I'm feeling immediate shame or humiliation, whatever reason that it comes up, I I'm I tune in and I'm able to see the color of it. And for me, fear and shame are pretty much the same color. It's like a dark orange, like a burnt orange color. And so it seems like they're very much connected. Almost, it's kind of funny actually. I have this fire agate I put out here, and it looks like this to me. That's what fear and shame look like to me. Everybody's different, of course. Um, and I get that a lot of people don't don't see the colors of things like I do, which is, I guess, a little strange, but to me they seem very connected. And so a little trick that someone taught me in our AA family, actually, I learned this from Abby. You guys know Abby, she's rad. But she taught me to, when I'm feeling triggered or feeling agitated, um, that I need to stop and pause and try to ask myself, what am I feeling? Am I feeling fear or am I feeling shame? And let's dive deeper. Let's find out why. Where does this feeling come from? And oftentimes, like I said, fear and shame are look so much the same to me that they seem to kind of just go hand in hand. And I guess shame is almost like this fear of humiliation to me. Maybe different for everybody. Um, but it really caused me to kind of dive in a little bit deeper to this fear. What is this fear? I mean, certainly as human beings, we have fear for a reason, and there are legitimate reasons to be afraid. Are you afraid for your life of being harmed? I mean, you know, thousands of years ago, as mankind was constantly, your life was in danger. You're supposed to feel fear when you need to protect yourself. But oftentimes, and certainly, there still are legitimate reasons to have fear in today's day and age. However, we're not often fighting for survival on a daily basis, where that fight or flight really comes into play like it used to, for the most part, and hopefully we're all safe, and not like our lives in danger. But I realized that, like, a lot of the fears that I have are kind of nonsense, and it's all on these hypothetical what if scenarios that my brain just makes up. But at the end of the day, I'm fine. There is no reason to be afraid. It's my mind that makes everything exponentially worse than it possibly could be or ever has been. I mean, I've definitely made some really poor choices that, the outcomes, I should have probably been more afraid of the outcomes, but here I am. I'm fine. Everything's okay. Um, so in being able to ask myself these questions and get deeper into the why. Well, why do I feel this way? What is this? What what legitimately could possibly happen, wherever my fear is going, wherever it might be. And let's be real, there's hundreds of them all throughout any given day of reasons that I'm going to be afraid, or I can be. But if I bring it back to the present and recognize that right now, in this moment, I have everything I need I'm fine. Everything's great. I've just got to keep breathing. That's it. And it's going to be fine. And of course, do the things. We all have obligations and things we need to complete, all of that. But taking it moment by moment, and and it it's the getting ahead of yourself that kind of brings that fear up to rise. Like, what could happen? What if? Um, so yeah, I found that being able to just take a deep breath, bring it back to the present, and recognize that right now I'm good. It's been helping me a lot in just staying happy and healthy through, let's be real, a transition in my life that on paper does not look pretty, but I'm doing good through it. And it's this being able to recognize that, oh, this is fear. I see you, but you can't hurt me. It's only my mind that can hurt me. So um yeah, and I guess this effort of learning to replace that feeling of fear with faith and trust, and just I mean, I've made it this far and I'm fine. So hopefully made it through the worst of things for the time being. And it's all good. It has helped me immensely in staying positive and feeling great despite all of the other things going on that don't look so good on paper. So